But data shows the Taliban gaining ground and violence ticking up in the region. Former Green Beret and Florida Congressman Michael Waltz joins us now. Congressman, you are very familiar with this region. You served several tours of duty in Afghanistan, and you just heard President Biden there. He also said that the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan is not inevitable, and Afghan troops are as well equipped as any military in the world. Is that true?
You know, I disagree with so many aspects of President Biden's justification there. You know, I would ask him, did he think it's worthwhile that we've been in South Korea for 65 years, that we've been in Germany and Japan for 70 years, that we've had soldiers actually down in Colombia for 40 years, helping train and advise their militaries, providing assistance and support, and then also in our national interest, having a presence that we can take care of business when we need to. So I do think it's in our national interest. I pushed for a small presence that can provide counterterrorism, where half the world's terrorists still exist. And the intelligence community is clear. They do intend to hit the United States again. But, oh, by the way, the base that we had there that Biden just closed was sandwiched between China, Russia, and Iran. It was a strategic base, and that was the only one that we had in the region. That said, what I was looking for yesterday, he doubled down on his withdrawal policy. What's the plan, President Biden, for the day after American troops are home? Al-Qaeda will come roaring back in the wake of an Taliban takeover, much like ISIS did when Obama pulled out of Iraq. And we saw what happened there with attacks across the Middle East, Europe, and the United States. Okay. And that's what I fear is about to happen again.
Following up to what you just said, does that make our homeland more vulnerable to an attack?
It does. We have no other bases in the region. President Biden's talking about over-the-horizon counterterrorism. That is incredibly dangerous and difficult. When our military leaves, the CIA and our intelligence community leaves. So we will, if not be blind on the ground, we'll be legally blind. And the important part is that all of our contractors have left too, and our contractors were providing maintenance for the Afghan Air Force. So not only is our air support left, pretty soon the Afghan air support is going to be grounded. And that was our biggest advantage on the battlefield against the Taliban. And now they're out on the ground. The Afghans are doing the fighting. We were in a supporting role, but that support was critical, and now it's gone. Yeah, well, Congressman, the other issue is that of Afghan interpreters. And, the Taliban wants to kill these people, and they help save American soldiers' lives. President Biden addressed that yesterday. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Our message to those women and men is clear. There is a home for you in the United States, if you so choose, and we will stand with you just as you stood with us.
So I'm sure that you think that is good news. He says that the U.S. is going to work towards getting these people out within the next month, possibly next month. Is that soon enough? No, time has run out. These people are being hunted down as we speak. I was glad to hear the president talk about it, mention them, and including the American hostage, Mark Frericks, who the Taliban have been holding, a Navy veteran now for a year, that we should have gotten out months ago before we even agreed to this withdrawal. So I was glad to hear the mention and the happy talk, but let's see action on the ground. Those people need to have been evacuated months ago because the Taliban are hunting them down. And again, it's not just the moral thing to do, the right thing to do, to not turn our back on these folks that stood with us. But from a national security perspective, if we have to go back, and the military and intelligence community are saying that we may have to, what local allies will we have to fight with on the ground if they've all been hunted down? Not just the interpreters, female politicians, judges, journalists, everyone who stood with us.